Hello, I'm Nola. I'm the VR production director here at WanadevStudio, and today I want to talk to you about one of my favorite VR games, OnMars. OnMars is a multiplayer virtual reality game that was made for VR arcades. The plot is that you and your crew are sent to a station on Mars where the artificial intelligence has gone completely rogue, and you have to go there and recover all the data before everything gets destroyed. The whole experience is about 40 minutes long and it's made for up to 12 players. When we make a virtual reality game for arcades, we really want to think about who our players are. And in VR arcades, they're families and friends and colleagues coming to play together, and most of the time it's their first VR experience. So we really have to give them a full tutorial on how to use VR and what the game is about. And for that, in OnMars, we've chosen to give you a special little character that follows you around and helps you along. And I'm gonna let Ryan, one of the voice actors for OnMars, talk to you more about this one.
Hi everyone, my name is Ryan. I'm a professional voice actor and I'm here to talk to you about FX01. So FX01 is basically this little, it's this lovable little robot that you actually have when you arrive, when you're getting ready to go onto the station on Mars. And he's there to guide you into the mission. Initially, he's very technical, he's a little bit annoying, but very stuck to procedures. And as time goes by, he guides you through this area. There's a lot of surprises, a lot of new things. And he's actually the one who starts panicking at the end of the day.
We're all gonna die!
And I quite like that about him because he's a bit like that annoying C-3PO character who's gonna be reminding you of what you're supposed to do. And when you're actually in the action, he's the one that's going to panic. So I quite like that about him. And he's really essential to the actual story plot. I quite like that. What I liked about FX01 is the fact that I could basically go all over the place. Now, Susan, who kind of designed the character initially, she sketched it, she had an idea, she had a vision. She was with me during the whole process of recording. And so I had this guideline, but I also had this total freedom to go absolutely everywhere I wanted, or at least to suggest stuff. And I went into Claptrap from Borderlands, thinking, okay, so that's that. And then I went into, what's his name, Wheatley from Portal 2. So all of these little annoying robots at the end of the day, who just play this role of guiding you through a story. So I liked the fact that I could offer something a little bit different. Instead of going into this American thing or into this very futuristic thing, I thought, okay, what hasn't been done? And to get that bit of what hasn't been done, I thought, okay, we need a Brit. We need something where in the future they want to bring some class in, but they haven't quite succeeded. So it's a very unclassy British robot. Sounding British robot, very urban, very London, very city-like. And I quite like the idea of bringing that character to life, and both having the serious side and then panicking by the end of it, or being the one that's really annoying everybody. Well, as I explained, I really liked the idea of playing the character. So to get into the actual mood, I'm really going to follow the instructions that Susan would have been giving me. So I'm going to ask a lot of questions. What were the intentions? Why is this robot here? What is going to happen with this robot? So I need to understand the beginning and the end, just to avoid bringing too much artificial attitudes in there. And I'm going to be watching videos. I went into Star Wars, I went into Star Trek. I tried looking at all of the artificial intelligences that actually have been produced either in the cinema, video games, or even in real life. I mean, there are real AIs that have these interesting voices. So I would try to listen to a maximum of material and then make a decision as to what can I do and what can I bring. So it's really about creating an environment in which I can decide and find a space for this character to be brought to life, basically.
It's so dark in here. I'm a little afraid in the dark, aren't you?
FX01. The whole point of this character is actually, he's very essential to the entire game. Not only just to bring environment and attitude and character to the whole scene, because he's the actual only person you're going to be interacting with, but he's also very important on a technical side. He's the one who's going to introduce you to the mechanics of the VR usage, so how to use the actual gameplay, the video, the whole setup. He's going to be telling you right, left, So introducing you to the whole mechanics of the game. There's even a point where you have to grab a canister, you have to place it somewhere, and that's him giving the instructions. So I think what I quite like about this is he's an excuse to having boring instructions in a less boring way. In fact, in a fun way. I don't know why I'm saying boring, but here's a cool way to learn how to play. The technical process, the actual recording process, so it's going to be very interesting for us to have someone from the art department with us in the studio. So we have the sound guy who's going to be really handling the entire technical side of things. So monitoring that all the levels are fine, that the intentions are okay, that the saturation, microphone saturation is fine. I don't even know everything that they do so many things. Having art direction, as I was saying, is very important because they're going to be giving the guidelines to the actual actor, to the voice actor, who's then going to be able to adjust every time. So we're going to offer a sequence, we're going to suggest something. It's going to come out maybe a little bit too harsh or not enough, or too funny or not funny enough. And that's where we get guided little by little over time. And all of that, once we've done the sequences, the sound engineer, we worked with Marco on this occasion, Marco Pascal. He would then sequence everything, prepare everything. The actor's no longer there, the art director no. He handles everything and then sends it over to the studio, to Wanadev this time round. And so once we've actually got to the end of the process of the voice acting, the sound engineer is going to take everything, bundle it up, do some work, do loads of stuff that I don't know about because they're the ones playing the magic, and then they pop it over to the studio. So yeah, basically that's the whole process for you. And well, FX01 has a story on Mars, and I challenge Elon Musk to come and get this little guy for his SpaceX program maybe. That could be interesting. Or at least get it voiced by WanadevStudio.
Oh wow, you are a handsome space devil.